Hello student, today we are going to start fourth video of your chapter number 8 motion. Till now in this chapter we have studied what is uniform motion and what is non-uniform motion, difference between distance and displacement. We have also seen what is speed and what is velocity and how we define vector quantity and scalar quantity. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss what is rate of change of velocity. That is nothing but the acceleration. So let us discuss. So rate of change of velocity and acceleration. Let us try to understand this thing with the help of the example. Let us say we are having two cars, car A and car B, and both of these cars are moving on the straight road. Okay, so here this is the horizontal line is time axis. So I have divided this time axis in 5 second each equal interval. So in 0 to 5 second, the velocity of car A is 20 meter per second. In 5 to 10 second it is 20 meter per second. In 10 to 15 also it is 20 meter per second. In 15 to 20 also it is 20 meter per second. So here I can say in each interval of 5 seconds, the velocity of car does not change, it remains same. So I can say change in velocity is 0. Now for car B, it is also moving on the straight road, and here like the case A, I have divided time interval in 5 seconds each. Here in first 5 seconds, the velocity of car B is 20 meter per second. In 5 to 10 second it is 25 meter per second. Now in 10 to 15 second it is 15 meter per second, and in 15 to 20 second it is 10 meter per second. So unlike car A, car B is not moving with the uniform velocity. Sometimes its velocity increases, sometimes its velocity decreases. So I can say the change in the velocity for car B is non-zero, and yes, this is the concept of acceleration. So we can say whenever velocity is not remaining constant, velocity is changing with respect to time, it is nothing but acceleration. The increase in velocity is also acceleration, the decrease in velocity is also acceleration, but it is generally known as the retardation. Okay, we can also correlate this in whenever we are driving a vehicle, whether it is a two-wheeler or whether it is a four-wheeler. So whenever we want to increase our speed, we accelerate, or in case of the four-wheeler, we press the pedal of the accelerator. So speed of our vehicle increases, its velocity changes. Okay, so acceleration defined as change in velocity is known as nothing but the acceleration. The symbol for acceleration is small letter A. So acceleration is defined as change in velocity upon time taken. Now what is change in velocity? So change in velocity is final velocity v minus u upon t, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, and t is time taken during which the acceleration, the velocity has changed. For example, if let's say car A is moving with the velocity 10 meter per second, and after 2 seconds, let's say after 2 seconds its velocity is 20 meter per second, then find its acceleration. So according to this formula, acceleration A, the final velocity is 20, the initial velocity is 10, and in how much time? In time 2 seconds. So is equal to this 20 minus 10 is 10 by 2, so 5. Now what could be the unit? In the numerator it is velocity, so velocity is measured in meter per second and time is second, so it is meter per second per second. So it is nothing but meter per second square. So SI unit for the acceleration is meter per second square. Clear till here? Let us proceed further. Okay, so here The acceleration is positive if it is in the direction of velocity, and acceleration is considered negative if it is in the opposite direction of velocity. Let us try to understand this thing. If let's say, for example, a car is moving, let me remove this first. Let's say a car is moving, and if car is moving in this direction, this is a car and it is moving in this direction, and a driver wants to speed it up, so he is pressing the pedal of the acceleration. So velocity is already there, velocity is in positive x direction, and it is speeding also in this direction, acceleration is also in this direction. So in this case the acceleration is considered positive. But let's say a car is moving in this positive x direction, this is positive x direction, but driver wants to slow it down, then he is applying the brake. So here instead of this, the acceleration will be in this direction. So here acceleration is negative. So whenever we are having a negative value of acceleration, what does it mean? It means that the velocity's direction is different from acceleration's direction. That means object is slowing down. Is that clear? Let us proceed further. There is something called a uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. Now what is this uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration? Let us try to understand with the help of the example. Once again we can take this example. Let's say I am drawing the time axis. So here 0 second and 10 second and 20 second and 30 second. So let's say at 0 second, at particular time a car is here, and the velocity of car, the speed of the car is, let's say, 50 km per hour. Now after 10 second it is, let's say, 60 km per hour. After 20 second it is, let's say, 70 km per hour, and after 30 second it is, let's say, 80 km per hour. Okay, I can take other way around also. Here I have increased the speed. It could be here it is from 50 it is 40 km per hour, then here it is 30 km per hour, and here it is 20 km per hour. So you can see that when we have started our watch, when we have started our timer, at 0 second the velocity of car was 50 km per, it is not second, it is hour. Now after 10 second it's gone to 60, then 70, then 80. So at the interval of each 10 second the velocity has increased gradually, uniformly, or here the velocity has decreased gradually. It is not haphazard increment or decrement. So this kind of acceleration, velocity is of course not constant, it is increases or it is decreases, but it is not haphazard, it is constant, it is uniform. So velocity increases or decreases by equal amount. The word equal amount is this. Here 60 minus 50 is 10, 70 minus 60 is 10, 80 minus 70 is 10. So here, or other way around. So equal amount in equal amount of equal interval of time. So this is known as the uniform acceleration. Then what is non-uniform acceleration? Let's say here when we are starting the timer, it is 50 km per hour. Then here instead of 60 it is 70. Then it is, let's say, 75. Then it is, let's say, 77. So here it is suddenly increases, this is 70, it suddenly increases, so then only 5, then only 2. So increment is not uniform. Here it is instead of 40, let's say, let me take it is 45, then let us say 35, then here directly 10, any random number. So here whether it is an increment or whether it is a decrement, it is not following any pattern, it is haphazard. So such acceleration is known as a non-uniform acceleration. So here the velocity increases or decreases by unequal amount in equal time. So this is known as the non-uniform acceleration. Okay. So this is the concept of acceleration. What acceleration is, how we can define. When we consider the acceleration is positive, when we consider it is negative, what we mean by let's say uniform acceleration, and what we mean by non-uniform acceleration. Let us try to discuss some example and activity which is given in your book. So first of all, activity 8.8 which is given on your page number 103. Let us discuss that. So here on your page number, let's say 103, in your everyday life you come across a range of motion in which the acceleration is in the direction of motion. Of course, when we are in a car, let's say, and we are speeding up, this is the example. Acceleration is against the direction of motion. When we are applying the brakes, acceleration is uniform. We have just discussed the example. And acceleration is non-uniform. Yes, this is the example which is written on the board is the non-uniform example. Okay, example 8.4. Okay, let me remove this first. So what is there in example 8.4? Starting from a stationary position, Rahul pedals his bicycle to attain a velocity of 6 meter per second in 30 seconds. So Rahul was initially stationary. So initial velocity of Rahul, let's say it is u is equal to 0, and he attains the velocity of 6 meter per second. So final velocity is v. So it is 6 meter per second. And in how much time? He attained in 30 seconds. So this t is equal to 30 seconds. Okay. Now, then he applies the brake such that the velocity of bicycle comes down to 4 meter per second. So here, this is final velocity here, but it will become initial velocity there because that is altogether the different case. This is case number 1 and this is case number 2. So here, the initial velocity is 6 meter per second and final velocity when he applies the brake, it will become 4 meter per second. Okay, in how much amount of time? In 5 seconds. So this is in t is equal to 5 seconds. Calculate acceleration of bicycle in both the cases. Okay, so let us calculate this. So in first case we have this formula, acceleration A is equal to V minus U upon T. So acceleration here, A is final velocity, V is 6 minus initial velocity 0 upon 30. So it is 6 upon 30. So it is 1 upon 5. So this is equal to 0.2 meter per second square. So in first case, the acceleration which we have calculated is 0.2 meter per second square. Let's say this is A1 because we have to find two acceleration. Now A2. So A2 is equal to once again the final velocity V, that is 4 meter per second minus initial velocity 6 meter per second in how much time? 5. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2 and minus 2 by 5. So 1 by 5 is 0.2. So 2 by 5 is 0.4. But here it is minus. So A2 is equal to minus 0.4 meter per second square. Okay, so these are our answer. Now here, what is the meaning of this negative sign over here? The meaning of negative sign is, in this case, let's say this is case number 1 and this is case number 2. So in second case, actually velocity decreases, object, here it is bicycle is slowing down, and that's why we are getting minus sign, negative sign over here. Here it is increases, so we are getting positive sign here. Okay class, okay. So I hope by today's discussion you will be able to understand what the acceleration is, what are the different types of acceleration, and how to calculate the numerical which are based on the acceleration. Thank you very much.